We do run apprenticeship schemes with the colleges, and we've got, like my grandson, he's an apprentice joiner, but with many kids coming in, you know. We take them from school to start with and see if they're good from school, you know, spend a fortnight with us, and if these kids have a natural thing for it, well, we'll employ them.
Well, we're seeing an increase in the number of students not in employment, education and training, and that's an inevitable consequence because companies have been very, very cautious and they're not taking people on. Now, a role that the university is trying to play is to get some of these students to aim higher, and we've got various programs running to try and encourage them to at least enter into education, because it's a fact, the better educated you are, the more chance you have of getting employment. It's a mixed picture. When you take young people on, you're actually carrying out a tremendous investment because they're coming to you without the right level of skills. So as an employer, you have to invest a lot of time and effort into bringing them up to the right level. When things are tight, this becomes increasingly difficult to do. Now, the thing about Kirklees is it is a mixed picture out there. Some companies are deliberately setting out to help the young people, and I congratulate and would encourage them to continue doing that. There are others that are not prepared to take the risk, and it's understandable, but if we can find a way of encouraging them, getting them involved in things like modern apprentices, that will help the young people develop. What we're seeing for the university, interestingly, is we've been trying to get a message across that it's important to get some sort of experience on your CV, some sort of employment experience, and we've just literally had some statistics that shows this is paying off. As a university, we are now in the top 10 in the UK for our students getting practical experience whilst they're doing the degree, and this is a positive consequence because the result of that is that we're now 19th in the UK out of all of the universities for students getting jobs or going on to further education. And I think there's a strong relationship between taking a year out, getting some practical experience, and then actually, because you've got it in your CV, maximising the chances of getting a job. So it's really important.
We also employ at least 5 young people, you know, under the age of 21. We've got 3 apprentices, one's just come out of his time, 2 apprentices that attend Huddersfield College, and we tend to take an apprentice on every year. We also try and take some of the young personnel from some of the groups that, can I say, have had a troubled upbringing, and we work with that as well.
I think young people are absolutely essential. They certainly are to us. I mean, we want to look at the youngsters, and we've got an active training programme through the Centre of Excellence and through our own company training programme. I think that the youngsters are the future for us, and I don't think that any worthwhile companies can afford not to be looking at them and looking at schemes where we can train them.
I think the main issue is on the rental rates. I think since the recession has happened, I think we should get more support and help.
Well, from the point of view of having renting a council property, I did ask a while ago for a rent freeze, but nothing materialised. I've just had to accept an increase on my rent. But a rent freeze would help, because then you know that set amount of money is put on one side for rent.
Everybody's given us what might be called all their ability to help us, whether it be the head of the council and the regeneration people. But of course they're not able to do what we wanted to happen, and that is to put this expansion together without it having to go through the democratic system. And unfortunately we're still waiting for this democratic system of ours to give us the right results. I mean, in regards to how Kirklees perform for us, they have supported us all the way through for the purpose of what we stand for.
We got support from HSBC, we got a small loan from HSBC, and we got a significantly larger loan from Yorkshire Forward, or PIF, which they was very quick to sort it out. We had to provide them with a very good business plan, which we did that. and it only took them about a week to sort the money out. So from that point of view, they came up trumps really, but it did come at a significant cost in terms of interest rates on it, which we did find rather surprising in the present climate when people are saying that they're going to help companies, that the interest rates that they put on the loan was so significant.
If you look over my shoulder, you can see a new business school. And that new business school, what we've deliberately done is wherever possible, we've sourced locally. So the architects and builders are from West Yorkshire. The steel in the building, in the business school, is from Ellen Steel. The framework of the windows in the buildings is from a company on Leeds Road. The stone is from Crossland Moor. If you look at the food and the coffee that we serve in the business school, it's all locally sourced. And it's a deliberate policy of mine, because I believe the university can actually secure the local economy by purchasing from the local economy. And that's good for the community and it's good for job security.
Well, they could help us in terms of lowering us rates. There's lots of talk about that. They could certainly help us in terms of very low interest loans. I mean, we are a profitable business and we are able to pay those loans back, and it would help us build the business up quicker if that fund was available.
We've been having some research and development funding problems at the moment. We were hopeful of attaining some further funding from Yorkshire Forward, but with the problems of late with Yorkshire Forward and the cancellation of all funding, a business advisor from Kirklees Council has been very instrumental in helping us look for other sources to find that funding.
I think one of the things that Kirklees are excellent at doing is linking local businesses together. We have been put in touch with 2 or 3 other local businesses where we may be able to do some schemes with them to mutual advantage. Also, we're looking at putting together training programs where new people can come in and work at Britannia Rescue and work at some of the other local businesses in partnership. And I think that Kirklees have done a great job in facilitating that. They've also introduced us into the university as well, and we're looking to take graduates from the university into the business. So I think Kirklees does a very good job in bringing people together. One of the things I think the council is good at and needs to do more at is putting together these business summits, seminars, where we have the opportunity to meet the business leaders from the local community and swap ideas and see what works for other businesses. And if Kirklees continues to do that, I think that's the job that I would expect them to do.
I find the barriers more so the procurement side of business. There are so many small businesses in Kirklees and Calderdale that have been to procurement event after procurement event, and we had a little bit of an issue or a question and answer session the other week, and I asked people in the audience who have been to these meetings, procurement events, how many have actually got business from the council? No one. Small businesses they're all very, very special people, they are, and they're very, very optimistic about the future. They just need some help where they can get it, in particular with local council, but a lot of them are handling things very well because they work very, very hard, and they're made of strong stuff, and they're all very special. But councils all over the UK could help small businesses by just relaxing the laws a little and sharing procurement far better than they are now.
We've got a very ambitious 5-year plan which involves a lot of growth. Our business ethos is to provide road rescue schemes for corporate partners. We are the road rescue supplier for Asda, and also insurance brokers. And if our plans come to fruition, we will be filling all of this space in Folly Hall over the course of the next couple of years.
We just hope that the government does do what it says it's going to do, which is remove a lot of red tape and remove lots of rules that's in small companies, small SMEs way, and hopefully that will help us move forward.